guys, Checklist here with another video. A few people in my various PMs have asked me to make a video like this in order to explain what kind of decision-making process is leading us to make the kinds of kills that we're making in these PvP montages that I've been posting. I don't really talk through what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Usually, I guess that's kind of a good, a personal failing on my part. But there's usually no time for the kind of, verbal explanation that's required when you're actively engaged and having to do 30 things at once. You can't talk through that in any sort of reasonable amount of time, and it can be really time consuming having to go back and do any sort of voice overlay or text overlay explaining what's going on. And a lot of the confusion, a lot of the reason people want to know what's going on is they can't see what switches are being pressed. They can't see when I'm switching different ranges, different modes. It's just not obvious from the videos. So we're going to analyze about 13 and a half minutes worth of our last flight of the night from July 2nd, which as of the time of this recording was last night. We were dead tired, and frankly we were kind of frustrated because throughout the whole night we kept repeatedly getting team killed in close-in fights and merges, because people would see a merge happening and just start lobbing AIM-120s and IR missiles and everything into the merges. But anyway, every engagement has a process, whether we realize it or not. It's not all verbalized. We don't always talk through everything that we're doing. Just because we've flown together for long enough, we don't have to talk about some things. And also, due to some of the ranges and closure rates involved and the quick reaction time that you need, some situations you have far less preparation time. So we make do with what situation is presented to us. And planning an offensive engagement usually consists of some or all of the following, and I made a little list here. It's 5 steps. Number 1, determining what the target bandit is doing and how close it will be to us at Pitbull, as well as checking for imminent threats. Number 2, the crew agrees on the best engagement method for the present positioning, i.e. the range, altitude, heading, that kind of thing. If the position's too unfavorable, we'll usually just abort the engagement, reset somewhere else. Number 3, we'll decide where the pilot, which is Tempest, will point the aircraft while the missile's in flight, and we'll look at where known enemy aircraft are on either the data link or by radar returns. We don't want to be guiding a missile to the target and fly into a merge or into AIM-120 range. Number 4, we fire the weapon, and the pilot executes the safe heading, and the RIO keeps an eye on situational awareness with ground stab mode, while tracking the bandit's aspect as the missile travels toward the target. And number 5, once the missile goes pitbull, we'll check the situational awareness on ground stab and find a new target, and then return to step 1. Even to me, reading it out like that, it seems really complicated, but we don't even realize we're doing this sort of process. We've never discussed it. We've never talked about it beforehand, and really I've never even went back and looked to try to make a step-by-step process out of it. It's just something we fell into. We got in the habit of doing it, and it's just ingrained now. That guy. That's a Pulse SCT at 23 miles.
Zone 5 to the left.
After driving off a bandit by single target tracking him, we noticed this data link contact at 49,000 feet coming hot at us, a perfect long-range Phoenix target. This is obviously a wet dream for us, so we make our preparations to fire. Fox 3. Music on. After launching the Phoenix and confirming that I have a good track on the target, I switched the ECM jammer from standby to repeat. Any aircraft in the area as well as the target will have difficulty in pinpointing how far away our aircraft is.
If we drop that track, let's get the active switch up.
Okay.
And we can just toss another one at him.
What he's talking about here is if the radar loses track on this intended target, we're going to switch into what's called Phoenix Active Mode, which is a switch that the RIO can flip or the pilot can switch with his ACM cover. This means that based on any target track or mad dogging the missile will come off the rail with its seeker already active looking for its target. This allows for a very close-in engagement, and in this situation, it's the best contingency if this guy gets too close.
Patriot?
Yep. Come turn in on him a little.
Yep.
Almost. Should be Pitbull.
I saw it flash for a second.
But it's not Pitbull. What the fuck?
Got him.
His range is 19 miles. Okay.
He's dead.
Normally when the F-14 sends the activation signal to the missile for it to go Pitbull, where it activates its own radar seeker, that timer on the right side of the indicator on the TID will start flashing. In this case, it did not start flashing for whatever reason, possibly a desync issue or some other unknown bug, but the missile does indeed hit the target, and that's a splash. First kill of the flight. Zone 3?
Yeah, let's take Zone 3.
The reason we chose this Zone 3, number one, he's all by himself. He's isolated from the rest of his team, unless there's others hidden in the hills, which there usually are. But it also allows us to track to the left of him while that missile's in flight and keeps us away from any known bandits that might try to engage us.
What's his range? Oh, shit. And it's off.
41 miles.
Yeah, it's a pretty good launch. We were mocking about it.
Yeah, I looked at the speed before I did the launch.
Are these Zone 4 hot on us? And that was Squizzy too. Yeah, I'm not gonna type into chat like, salute Squizzy, you just caught a phoenix in the teeth. It's Zone 5. GG's, you know. Not my style. Now if we get into a crazy merge and we're like pulling our hair out trying to get advantage, yeah, I'll fucking call that out. Like with Dart.
Yeah. Alright, 28 miles. He should be none the wiser. $25 miles.
I don't know why he's just coming this way.
Just doesn't realize the danger he's in. No, what? When this happens, it'll make your heart stop. That X over the target icon means that the radar has lost the track on that bandit before it went active. But by some miracle, the missile went Pitbull at the last possible second.
Alright,
it went active!
Oh, sweet. It was close enough. I see him.
It's diving at him. He's trying. Nope.
Got him. Slash. Pop on a couple flares just in case. What the fuck is this? What do we got over here?
Zone 2 and 2 Zone 1s.
Can we hit the Zone 2 in the back, you think?
No, not before they can get to us. It'd be better to come left and hit that Zone 4, but okay, I don't know.
Let's do that. We'll hit the Zone 4, and then we'll just keep going left into the mountains. That works for us.
This is a perfect example of talking things through and looking at the big picture. We could have gone after that Zone 2 on the right, but it would have put us in danger of being preyed upon from below by the Zone 1s. So instead, we've opted to go for the higher altitude targets on the left and maintaining a clear escape vector past those bandits. friendly's closing on him. You want me to take the zone 3 in the back?
No, they're both beaming. Let's active launch on the zone 1 over here, and then I'll just sweep my turn and continue. Or shit, active on the zone 2. Active on the zone 2. That's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna split S and head to the mountains.
So, due to the fact that that friendly would likely reach those targets with his missiles before our Phoenix even got up to speed, we decided to do an active launch on this zone 2 target on the right.
So close to 18.
Oh damn it! I hit spacebar on fucking accident. That's entirely my fault.
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's gonna give him something to think about. Pickle tanks. Yeah, I've unmapped spacebar for that reason. I've done that before. Be like, rip.
I don't really have a lot of controls with all my RIO stuff. I'm gonna watch this missile, see what it does. Let me know if you need me.
No, we're good. We're just off hold right now.
Well, it's tracking. I wonder if the time to target or the target size affects the active ones too.
I wonder if it goes
By
active
the way,
when we break.
we probably have a missile out on us.
I wonder if it goes active when we break. Splash, we got him.
And there's a missile.
Okay, that's fine.
That should be an ST-10.
Yeah, that's... How far was he when we shot? 18, 19 miles?
18, 19 miles.
Yeah, we've been cold for a minute. Like, that's... If that catches us, I'll eat my shoe.
Yeah, you can see where he was. See his smoke, 7 o'clock?
Yeah, like,
yeah, he's close to beaming.
Here, turn off the jam... Is the jammer on or off?
It's off.
That ST-10 must be like hanging way back there, desperately trying to point its nose at us and just illuminating. It's really obnoxious. Alright, we got these two friendlies. I think they're locked on that low guy.
That guy's hot.
Yeah, but he's gonna merge.
Yeah, he's gonna merge. 35 miles at zone 3.
Finally, that fucking SD-10 gave up.
Okay, the one on the right's defending. And this zone 2 turned away. Zone 1's gonna come hot.
He's climbed up to zone 2. Alright, let's try to active launch this. Yeah, let's active launch this guy. We're supersonic. Your judgment.
Off right. Come off right.
Copy.
Pop up. 10 o'clock. Close. This engagement is what you would often hear us refer to as a Fox 3 close. With the RIO Phoenix active or the pilot's ACM switch cover up, the time between fire command and the missile dropping off the rail is reduced from 3 seconds to 1 second. The missile will also not loft. In trackwall scan, the missile comes off the rail with its seeker active and flies straight in the direction of the aircraft's nose. In PD-STT, the missile will be active off the rail but rely on the AUG-9 guidance until its seeker acquires the intended target. This is a dangerous trackwall scan engagement when friendlies are nearby, as the missile is essentially mad-dogging its way in the direction in which it was launched until the seeker finds a target. The best use of this method is achieved between 12 and 20 nautical miles. This particular shot is on the long side, but it will force one of these two targets to go defensive, possibly allowing you to isolate the other oncoming target for a more accurate shot and allow you to deal with them one at a time. Well, 10 miles, friendly behind him.
We're defending.
think I'm tracking our missile.
How close is this guy? Oh shit, there's a zone 2 there. That's got to be a missile.
Sometimes the data link shows like a lag time of our position. Yeah, it might have been a missile. Zone 1's 11 miles. 4 o'clock, 11 miles. After Tempest went defensive, we began flying low in the mountains. My entire job is to relay to him what I'm currently seeing on the data link as quickly as I can without sacrificing clarity or leaving out important information. I'll also be providing intercepts to bandits using the pick up and drop method of moving waypoints around the TID, and this is especially important when contacts are transient on the data link.
10 miles? Okay.
Yep, 10 miles. Sorry, I'm desyncing from you a little bit. Most likely intercept is waypoint 1.
Okay. Valley right here.
You want to go PAL?
No, yeah, I'll go PAL.
Reaction time in the mountains is important, and it's also important to acquire radar lock on the target as early as possible. Tempest switches to pilot automatic lock mode, commonly referred to as PAL mode. This sweeps the radar left and right level with the wing orientation and automatically acquires a pulse single target track on anything it finds. He also uncages his sidewinders so that he can quickly engage an off-bore target. My responsibility here is to monitor the data link and provide fast IFF information to make up for the lag time between radar lock and the TCS camera slewing to the new target. Target nose on, close.
I see him. Merged. Flanker.
We've merged with a flanker. This is a dangerous target to start a merge against when you're fast because his nose authority allows him to use his helmet-mounted sight to fire the R-73 missiles off-bore. Fortunately, he doesn't see us in the initial merge. In the merge, I'm assisting Tempest by talking him onto the target when he loses sight of it. I'm also monitoring the RWR and data link for incoming threats as well as managing the flares and chaff. Tally. He doesn't see us.
I lost him.
Nose up, roll right. Roll right, come right.
I see him.
Nose at the top. He's fired on somebody.
Yeah.
Splash. Zone 4, 2 o'clock.
Range?
I'm trying to duck and see. 13 miles?
13 miles, copy.
Right about waypoint 1.
Okay, off to the right.
He was high.
Okay, I see him. See all those missile trails?
Yep.
12 o'clock high? I don't see him, I just see the trails. Where'd he go? There he is. Off to the right. Another missile trail. I don't want to alert him. There he is.
There's
I got
a friend
him.
up there.
He just splashed one. He splashed the friendly.
He's off left.
Yep, I see him visually. I'm going to lock him.
Target.
Is he coming hot?
Flanking, 10 miles. He's flanking left.
Box 1.
9 miles. Oh, go baby. That is more acceleration. This is a 14?
Flanker.
Oh, flanker. It looked like a 14 from side profile. 6 miles. It's going for the hard deck, Tempest. Let's get down there first and nail him, man.
Nail him. Anything else near us? Can you see in ground stab?
No, we look clear.
Okay.
There's friendlies behind him, though, like beyond him.
Yeah.
Range 5 miles. He's trying to come hot. No, he's not. We're still behind his 90 line. No Hobbs threat. .9 miles. .4 miles.
Fox 2.
Splash.
Flash.
Turn cold. Home base select.
Copy.
We got baddies out here.
5 kills.
Yep. As you can see from this series of engagements, not only does information flow need to be clear and concise, but it must be the correct information for the situation at hand. Fox 1 and Fox 2 engagements require constant ranging information and directional talk-ons, while Fox 3 engagements require you to almost look into the future to see where you, your friendlies, the target, and other bandits will be when that missile seeker goes active. Flying in the F-14 as a RIO requires a lot of forethought and on-the-fly planning. Sometimes you'll mess up. It can be disheartening when you're responsible for getting both of you killed, but you must admit your failure and move on with the mentality that every death is a lesson. Every screw-up is a wrinkle in the cloth that you must iron out so that the next time will be smoother. That's it for today, guys. Good hunting. Checklist out.